Coasters and Swans was really getting it in. We was going back and forth. Car pulled up. Next thing you know, as the car pulling off, they start busting. My mom's in the back of the head.
Damn.
All that blood just started coming out of her head. Man, it was so thick like mud, man. What goes around comes around. Remember that. Remember, I went to jail for a murder. I killed somebody, took somebody's father. So my mother was murdered to show me how it feels.
I was a good hustler and I was a good gangbanger, right?
Right.
But at the end of the day, man,
Psych, yeah, tell us that story about your mother, man. Rest in peace, you know, if you can, because we missed that on the last one.
So once I paroled from YTS, I left the hood in YTS in my cell. And I came out as a Muslim, Abdul Hakim. But my first week out with my moms didn't want me in the hood at all. I wasn't allowed over here. I wasn't allowed to wear the gang attires, the Dickies, the khakis, the Pumas. I wasn't allowed to wear none of that. I started dressing up in that after she was murdered. And to this day, I honor her. I was with my homie, because my homie took me shopping to go buy me clothes and all that. And all I knew was that, hey man, we're about to go up to Pasadena to pick up somebody. And I said, well, shit, I want to go because, you know, I got a gang of partners from PDL. I wanted to go see all of them. I wanted to let them know, hey man, I'm out, man. Look out for your boy one time. So boom, we caravan out there. But when we get out there, there's some shit going on with the person we going to pick up. We don't know that. We ain't know nothing about none of that. When we get up in there, it's drama going on. So the people come out from the back. And now, what's up? And we walking up. Me, my aunties, my moms, you know, my homies, and next thing you know, my mom's is the type, you know, and I'll be honest, my mom's the type if you gonna get down, man, get that shit over with, man. Stop fooling around and go on and handle it. My mom's told me, man, well, get out there and get that shit over with and be done with it. That's the type of lady she was. Man, get that shit over with and be done with it. You know, excuse my language. So, you know, a car pulled up. All the girls, they start walking back to the back. Next thing you know, the car, as the car pulling off, they start busting. Shoot, my mom's in the back of the head.
Damn.
You know, and boom, when I run over there, she laid on her side with her arm over her face like this. And when I rolled her, I didn't know she was hit in the back of the head. I thought she was just playing, you know, well, because, you know, my mom used to be a nurse. She used to work in the county jail as a phlebotomist tech. How you pronounce that?
Phlebotomist tech?
Yeah, they used to call her killer, the sheriffs. My mom's had a relationship, you know, because she was good at what she do. She used to work in the county jail. So I thought she was just, you know, calm, you know, because she always used to tell her kids, if you get shot, if this happened, remain calm. I thought she was just calm, you know, but she was shot directly in the back of her head. And once I rolled her over, all that blood just started coming out of her head. Man, it was so thick like mud, man. It was like, I'll be honest with you, I couldn't cry, I couldn't scream. I couldn't even yell, man. I was just shocked, man. I couldn't believe it, because this the lady, I looked up to her. Like, most people, they more so scared of their daddy. I was scared of my mama. We got women that punch your ass in the chest, put your ass back outside. You go out there and you kick his ass. If you don't kick his ass, I'm gonna kick your ass. I don't know if you ever heard them type of mothers.
Oh yeah.
Our mothers is really the line pushers, or the women. But I'll be honest, that's not right though, because I resented her too for that, punching me in the chest. My aunties punching me in the chest. No, man, you don't do little boys like that. You not coming from a woman. A woman, I don't think a woman should slap her son upside the head. I don't think she should punch him in his chest. So I think that once I got to YA, I'm up now. I'm gonna beat your ass. Cause hey, if my mama hear about you punking me or taking my package, man, my mama might take off on me and visit it. So I'd rather get my whooped by you than to get my whooped by my mama. Do it make sense?
Oh yeah.
So when moms get shot like that and I roll her over, man, it was just unbelievable. To this day, man, that was 1993. Here it is, it's 2025. But I tell you, I'll be honest, I didn't retaliate. And reason why is because most of the time, when Crips and Bloods retaliate, we get the wrong person. We don't get the right person because we too lazy to do our homework. So I said, vengeance is God's. God said vengeance is his. So I practiced that to this day. It's hard, and I'll be honest, it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy to say, hey man, I'm gonna forgive him. To this day, I forgive him, man. I forgive the person that pulled the trigger. I don't want to know who you are, man. Like I said, man, I hope that he or she changed their life and got themselves together. But what goes around comes around. Remember that. Remember, I went to jail for a murder. I killed somebody, took somebody's father. So my mother was murdered to show me how it feels. You treat people how you want to be treated in this world.
For sure.
It's deep.
Wow.
You know, I honor her because I understand now what gangs have done to our community. They have destroyed our people. They have destroyed us as a nation. We are a nation. We are some beautiful, unique people. Our people is so smart and intelligent that we sometimes perpetrate to be ignorance. We do a lot of ignorant stuff. And to me, I found out that ignorance only means to ignore. We ignore the responsibilities of what men and women supposed to do in our community. So at the age that I am now, I'm upholding what my mom's put in me. My mom's told me before she was murdered, she didn't want me fooling around with this gang activity. And now I can kind of understand and I can kind of relate to why I shouldn't be promoting negative gang activity, because it ain't doing nothing but destroying our youth. It's destroying the young men and women. And we are better than that, just to be each other on GP.
For sure. You know, with all the, RICOs and stuff going on, we don't want to say nothing incriminating, but for the viewers out there, let's give them some stories, man. That's non-incriminating, but, they can appreciate, some of the crazy stuff that you guys experience from each other's hoods. Like what you've been through with the Swans or what you've been through with the East Coasters.
Well, I could say Coasters and Swans was really getting it in. We was going back and forth, but I'm not gonna forget about the Kitchens, the Main Streets, the Avalons, the A7 Gangsters. We was fighting them at one time. And I'm not saying we some badass dudes or whatnot, but man, we was surrounded, man, and all these hoods right here on this east side is some hard hoods. Ain't nobody soft. And that's the truth about it. Man, we'll be going at it with the coasters and be going at it with the kitchens too. We'll be going at it with the kitchens and be going at it with the A7s. Then, you know, the coast, I don't know, at that time, I think they all got along. No, not the coasters and the kitchens. So I don't think they ever teamed up to come and get us, but they probably never knew that they all was coming at one time, though, at the same time. Do you agree?
Man, at them times, I'm quite sure they were, man. For me, man, honestly, I don't speak on them touchy situations like that, because me, I promote growth, right? And a lot of people on both sides, right? I got over 50 homies there on that street. So I don't even like thinking about it, man, because, you know, we've been from here on up, man, both sides, right? So when I sit back and think about everybody we lost along the struggle, good dudes from both sides, keep in mind, we only a street apart from each other. So we all went to the same schools, right? Even me thinking I'm super hard, I went to Fremont for a couple of days, right? Ain't got no business up there, but I did it, right? Just to prove a point that I ain't no scary little homie, right? But at the end of the day, I didn't make no point, right? I didn't go get no education, right? I got an education in prison, right? So I look at all the stuff that we've been through, sight, and we was raised wrong, right? Yeah. You was raised by wolves, I was raised by wolves, right? Right. We all taught everything wrong, because what you saying right now, essentially, you talking about you wish you would have gave back. You talking about giving back in so many ways right now, right? Right. That no matter how much they want you to turn up on that screen, right? Yeah. They don't understand, because it was a different era, right? Yeah. It wasn't no teaming up, right? Yeah. It was just imano, right? And I tell anybody I grew up with, East Coast, no matter how big they are or was as a gang, they ain't no different from Swan. We all the same people. We just grew up in different areas. Right. Everybody was tough. Right. Everybody was hard, right? Right. Now, you might tend to think that you harder than the next dude, but get put in that situation, you'll find out you human too, right? Right. We all human. When I started going to jail, Sinbad was my boy from Swan. Fats, rest in peace, was my boy from Swan. Right. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them dudes over there, right? You know, now you had to squabble because that was the rule of thumb, right? Right. But you still was in there establishing your domain, right? Right. But for no reason, right? Because when I got to prison, the same dudes I hated every time I was on lockdown gave me a suit, right? Gave me a canned good, right? Right. All that, right? So how could I get out and promote that, right? Now don't get me wrong, you're gonna fall back. You're gonna fall back from what you learned in there, because you back out here is different, right? But I still remembered everything I learned in there, that the red ain't my enemy, man. The red was never my enemy, right? I was taught wrong. So I personally, homie, I don't talk about none of my old stories, because the dead is dead, right? And if I think about that, it don't do nothing but hurt me, right? It even hurt me to know that his folks was killed, right? Regardless of how many of my folks was killed, regardless of if this gang teamed up with that gang or all that, right? If it was up to me, it would be no gangs, right? But I can't change that, and we can't change our history, because that's what made you who you are right now. Right. I didn't get out of my neighborhood by telling on nobody. Ain't nobody gonna pop up on there and say, Jap ever snitch. Ain't nobody gonna pop up and say, the little big head, green eye ran from anybody. You don't hear nothing like that about me, right? Right. I changed for me, right? Because I grew up, I never had a mama, right? My mom was always on drugs, but she did the best she can do, right? I never had a pops, right? So I had to become a man. Right. My daughter in med school, my son's a behavioral therapist, my other son's a biologist, right? I did everything it took for a man to raise kids to become young ladies and young men, right? Being that I never had no type of stability other than hustling. I was a good hustler and I was a good gangbanger, right? But at the end of the day, man, my legacy, I want to be a great man, right? So I live for that right now. I really push peace. I get in these streets, I do marches, right? With a whole bunch of gangbangers bring them together, right? I got 64 kids right now in my mentor program, right? I got a reentry program that I work with adults, right? I find them housing, shared housing. I do everything that the census said we couldn't do, right? I am him, right? I am a changed man. So when a person do call me Jap, I'll be like, no, I'm Donald, right? Because Jap, who I was, I suppressed dude, right? Because dude never got me nowhere, even though I know that's what made me become the man I am now, right? But I live by Donald, and I live that every day. So when you say give those cats something, those cats will never understand it, man, right? Unless they grew up in an era where it was what we understood. And what we understood was, you know, it's gonna be malice on that side of Central. It's gonna be malice on this side of Central, right? That's stupid, right? It was real stupid. Until all the men stand up and denounce where they was from, right? Or denounce that type of bullshit, ain't nothing gonna ever change. And Rico's gonna keep happening like you talking about. Homie's gonna still keep going to jail. Homie's gonna be still telling out here but still killing, right? All that's gonna remain the same. But when a man become a man, a real man, and take care of man responsibilities, do man and what they call being on man time, right? That's when you're gonna be a full man, right? That's when you're gonna know oneself is true inside. So I can appreciate you, man, as being whoever you wanna be. Whether you be Muslim, Christian, man, I'm gonna love you for being sight. You know what I'm saying? And saying like you called me and told me, man, my body is messed up, I'm going through what I'm going through, man. Won't nobody insure me? I'm the first dude got on the phone, I'm gonna find you some insurance on me. I'm gonna find you somebody to get you that, man, because I wanna see you here, right? Yeah. That's who I am, right? And I came through, and I'm gonna always come through. Not just because he a black man, he my brother, you know what I'm saying, at the end of the day. Until we understand what brotherhood look like, man, you're gonna keep getting what you're talking about on the end of that. Everybody wants you to turn up, to go to jail, to be turned down, right? And we gonna love each other in there because we got to. They gonna set all the bullshit aside, we got to, right? So why I can't love you right here? I don't care what nobody say. You might see 1,000 East Coast looking right now, right, on this, right? Yeah. I'm gonna be me in front of all of them, right? I'm gonna put that down and push you up as a black man. That's who I am.
Right.
And that's 100.
Yeah, I gotta give it to him. He helped me get life insurance on me right now. I've been having how long now?
You still here?
Yeah, still here. Yeah, but I'm saying that, and what trips me out now, that I'm glad you brought it up, big bro, because black men get life insurance on you. So you wake up every day, you partying, you drinking, and you don't never think about that you have to bury your body. We shouldn't have a car wash for you. Man, you should have life insurance on you. You responsible to have life insurance on you. You responsible for yourself. We shouldn't have to go through the hood scraping up money to bury you, even though we should. But that's really a man's responsibility and a woman's responsibility to have life insurance on you. You're responsible for you. There's no excuse. You should have life insurance on you. And we shouldn't be distracted from that. You're responsible to bury your body or cremate your body, but you responsible to set it up to where what you want done with your body. And back to what Big Bro was saying is that once I parole from TS, I automatically love the coasters, the kitchens, the main street. It don't matter what tribe you from. You are black. You are black, man. And you need to behave like that. You need to start acting like that.